Chicano ideas. Culture is power. History is knowledge. What is up with it? So let's talk about social conditioning, socialization, social construction. Like, right, social conditioning. When we talk about, when people like to talk about colonialism and the way of the system is and how we are conditioned into this mindset. Social conditioning is when one trains a person and to conduct themselves in the manner that the other person is set up, that says you are up to par. You act like the way we will tolerate and accept you in the manner of how we want you and train you to be. But that's what we do with our kids. We do that with our kids. What your mom did that to you. Act like this, talk like this, please and thank you. But there's social conditioning, there's social construction, socialization within certain manners. Obviously, colonialism and the genocide of social conditioning into teaching people their their way of life is nothing. That you have to now speak our language, know our religion, know our way of life. So socialization is when two people are willing to cooperate and blend and learn off each other, which the Europeans did not bring uh, on an overall sense of trust. They acted like it, but when the time was right, from the Spaniards to the British, this is what happened. And even up until modern time, we live in this socialization, social construction world of, this conditioning of 9 to 5 and coming home, and depending on if you're a single person, family, what is your goals, what is your point of view, how do you see life, what's your philosophy and the way you believe, and what everyone's calling outside the matrix. Everyone's talking about this red pill, blue pill. Are you guys keeping up with this? All this red pill, blue pill state of mind. All this Andrew Tate, everyone blocking him. People who are like Sneeko and Fresh and Fit, and who are the names right now of getting blocked because of the manosphere as an idea of just social conditioning, modern times, up into what was the past. Now they say, it's not so racial. The world of the United States is not so racial based. The people in control cannot use that so much. It's there, but it's not as what it used to be. So you got to create new ways and ideas and have a new structure on to keep the people at a state of mind that you want to keep them and have them on, to where they don't question this society, this country, the system. Just right now, I wish I would have recorded the dude. He was just talking about how he's on the corner, one of these crazy guys, but I heard about it. He's like, look up David Straight on YouTube. There's 5 videos, they're 2 hours long. I should have told him to look up Chicano ideas. Shit. But I was listening to what he was saying, just some dude on the corner right now, which inspired me to make this video. And he was talking about how which I heard your birth certificate's worth half of $1 billion, or $1 billion, and you have a right to half of it, and all these stuff that I heard before of, like, if your wife gets married to you, right? She changes her last name and she gets a new social security number, and now there's two people that they could use. There's two social security numbers. They still use her social security number and benefit off her, making money off her. You know, this this is the way of life, thinking outside of what you really want to learn, what people really find crazy, or some people just want to live their life and don't care, and it's not in them to pursue that, like, this outside of the box. If you remember what I talked about, the four corners of history, religion, science, and your own reality of the world. When I was talking about, being in the box and Chicano ideas, and being in the box is, a lot of social conditioning, socialization, social construction, all in one modern day pastime. Realizing what is what is it as you get older that are you just gonna accept it eventually, just keep your head down and try to live as comfortable as you could. Some people have it in them when they're young, and because it burns out on them when they're older. Some people see it when they're older, they don't got it when they're young. Some people see it, and just accept to live their life and just hope for the best, live by faith, walk by, hey, you know knowing what their reality is. All around you, life is something crazy. Anything can happen at any time. And so, as a Chicano, I just want to give my thoughts and persona and view on the world. Who's out here sharing their ideas and viewing the world like this? Who are the other Chicanos that have this state of mind? Because since I started, that's what I've been looking for. And I've reached out to people, and I wanted to create it and collab with other people. And, it just doesn't happen. Sometimes people want to be individuals too much. But if you want to learn for the community and have for the community, then you got to work together. Know that we're working together for something, better, if you're truly about wanting to see the culture shine, but accepting supposedly, our positions, a team, and everybody has a position. But what is it that your mind's always thinking about, Chicanos? What is the big goal? What are you writing down in life right now? And what's the next accomplishments for yourself? Sometimes they say take it one day at a time, but sometimes you got to do like 3 days work in one day. So you are living one day at a time, but not, you got to make sure, I got to make sure I do something with it. What am I creating? How can I overcome the situations that you faced in life without letting them take you down, without just falling within this social conditioning, the structure of the world. Also, just fuck it then. Like, I'm just gonna work and keep my head down and continue that way, and try to live as comfortable as I could. And some people want that, and some people have other, you know, goals and passions and feelings in their mind and in their hearts that they want to pursue. And where is it in the Chicano community? That's where I'm looking at. For the Chicanos, by the Chicanos. Chicano ideas. Culture is power. History is knowledge.